Welcome back for another episode of How Food is Made. Today we're in Italy seeing how Parmigiano Reggiano cheese is made. Let's go. Parmigiano Reggiano is produced exclusively in the provinces of Parma, Reggio Emilia, Modena, Bologna, and Mantua. And today we're in Parma visiting a Parmigiano Reggiano dairy. The milk from the morning and the previous evening is poured from this large vat into these bell-shaped copper vats. It takes about 550 liters of milk to produce each wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. The milk slowly and naturally coagulates with the addition of rennet and a whey starter, which has lots of starter cultures from the previous day's processing. The curds, which form, are then broken down by the master cheesemaker into small granules using a traditional tool called a spino. The spino tool is the spiral tool you see them using here. During this process, we watch the milk coagulate in front of our eyes, and the cheesemaker gradually increases the speed in which they use the spino. After this, the vat is heated to 55 degrees centigrade and the curds sink to the bottom of the cauldron and form a mass together. Once the cheese mass was starting to form, the cheesemaker grabbed some for me to try. At this point, no salt has been added and the cheese is quite gummy and simple in flavor. I definitely enjoyed having a little snack along the way though. Watching the cheese being made me a little bit peckish. After just under an hour, the cheesemaker cuts the cheese mass into two, which become 2 wheels of cheese. These 2 cheese balls are wrapped in a linen cloth each, and the cheese is then placed into a mold, which will give it its final shape. A unique and sequential alphanumeric code is applied to each wheel. This is its identity card, which makes it possible to trace the cheese's entire production back to its origins anytime and anywhere. After a few hours, a special marking band engraves the month and year of production onto the cheese itself, as well as the cheese factory registration number, the classic dotted inscription which goes around the whole cheese. After a few days, the wheels are then immersed into a saturated solution of water and salt. After being immersed, the cheese heads into its maturation. The minimum maturation time is 12 months, the longest maturation period among all the PDO cheeses, and only at this point can it be decided if each wheel of cheese is worthy of getting the name Parmigiano Reggiano. And if it gets the seal of approval, it can then go on to further maturation of up to 24, 36, 40 months, or even longer. After 12 months, the consortium experts carry out a test called a quality inspection. Each wheel is tapped with a small hammer, and the trained ear of the quality inspector can recognize any defects inside the cheese that could compromise its quality. The cheeses that pass the inspection are marked with branding and become officially Parmigiano Reggiano. I'm back in my kitchen after being away in Italy visiting the dairy of Parmigiano Reggiano PDO, and now we're going to be cooking up a delicious pasta sauce using shallots, cherry tomatoes, and Parmigiano Reggiano PDO, of course. The recipe makes 500 ml of sauce, so you can make the sauce on its own ahead and keep it in your fridge for midweek dinners or sharing some pasta with friends and family on the weekend, or you can make it and eat it straight away, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. So let's jump straight into the recipe. hope you've enjoyed coming to Italy with me to see how Parmigiano Reggiano PDO is made, and I hope you get the chance to cook up this delicious pasta sauce at home. Stay tuned for my next episode where we'll be heading to Jersey to see how Jersey Royal potatoes are produced.